This is going to be interesting. This is my first live. Not sure about audio and all that stuff. Um, so give me a moment and let me see if I can figure this out. Hey there, adventurous spirits. How's it going? Can you can you hear me? NTC, hi. Can you hear me okay? Excellent. Okay. I've got my microphone set up over here, but I can't hear the audio, so um, this is a strange new thing for me. I've got my iPad set up on the side here, and then I'm looking at my phone so we can see the chat on my iPad. And I may have a little trouble keeping up, so I decided not to tell anybody I was doing a live stream. Hopefully there won't be too many people in here, and hopefully there won't be, hey Karen, hopefully there won't be and Ben, how's it going? Hopefully there won't be too many people that join in here and type too much because I won't be able to keep up. Gypsy, how's it going? I'm already having trouble keeping up. I thought this would be a good day to do a live stream because my last regular vlog, people were worried. And I think that was just because people didn't watch the whole vlog all the way through. And so they thought that I was in some kind of bad shape or bad position or something. And hopefully they just go back and watch that live, the second or that last full vlog, watch the rest of it, and they see that, hey, I'm in great spots. Yeah. And I'm very happy being here in Humboldt. It's just so incredible. It's a little choppy for you, bub. Yeah. Uh, Cell service here in Humboldt is downright awful. I meant to go out. I was going to try to go out and do the live out in someplace pretty, so I had something nice behind me. Hey, Robert. But it was just service is not good enough for me to be able to do that. So here I am in a random parking lot, and hopefully it'll be good enough. This is the first live, so hopefully it'll be good enough. Oh, good, Graham. Thanks. Maybe it's just different for different people in different places. I I don't know how people do this. It's really hard to keep up with. It's really hard to keep up with reading the chat as they come in. Like Chrome, well, I think Chrome he just has his chat so that only supporters can chat. So I guess that would help a little bit. But I mean, he's got so many channel supporters. I don't know how he does it either. Well, you're down in Southern California, Angela. Yeah, it's probably hot down there. Maddie, I'm in Humboldt, California, so Northern California, right on the coast. Fantastic place to be. I wear a jacket or a sweater most of the time. Seems like high temperatures get maybe up into the low 70s, but that's about it. And then at night, I put away my heavy blankets and stuff, and last night I was freezing. Funny thing here, it's August. Hey, Divine, how's it going? The cork on the ceiling, you can go back in my van build playlist and see about that. I think I have well, there's at least 3 videos about that. I don't believe in installation, so it works for me and just what little I need it to be. Okay, wow, this is hard to keep up with. Thank you all for joining and chatting away. Thanks, Angela. 34, Colette. Wow. Yeah, I don't think it really gets that warm here in Humboldt, which is why I've been enjoying being here. I'm not sure about the what that translates to Celsius. Normally, when I put that up on my videos, I use Google to do the figuring because I don't do math in my head. Denise, no, I do not want a bigger van. I hope to keep this van forever, and if I have to get another one, I hope to get another minivan or something very small. Oh, thanks, Graham. Yeah, 93. Yeah, too hot. Much, much too hot. You know, I'm really glad I put my iPad up because I would not be able to keep up with the chat. I would not be able to read it either. I don't know how people do so many live streams. It's fun, but it's difficult. Oh, cool, Angela. Yeah. Oh no, you're bad. Well, that's good that you got AAA. Um, hmm. Nick, I don't have any plans, definite plans at all. I pretty much go day by day. I'm running plans maybe 2 days out is about as far out as I plan. And there's a lot of places to see around here. I was out at the coast, right on the beach yesterday. There were maybe 5 other people out there, and the weather was just glorious. I couldn't believe uh, how how few people were out. Although I guess midweek it's maybe a little bit easier. Hello from Wales. Thanks for joining. Hey Jeff. Um, I don't get. Hey Nick. Uh, Jeff, I don't get a lot of cooking stuff on my ceiling. I usually turn my fan on, and I usually have the door open, so I don't usually get a lot of buildup of anything unless I'm just not paying attention at all and not minding my heat, and then I end up burning something, which I do from time to time. But oh, Heather, thank you so much. Very nice of you. Thanks a lot. Um, yeah, I just don't really get much in the way of cooking buildup. Having a vet fan is definitely the way to go. I think I'm losing track here. Yeah, Angela, I do some work too. I just don't talk about it on regular YouTube, but yeah, I do some work too. It's just the nice thing about being minimalist in every aspect is that you can earn less money and still keep up your, comfort level. So that's kind of what I've been looking for. Um, it's only 10 o'clock here, Karen, so I haven't thought about lunch yet. Probably a grilled cheese sandwich, I'm thinking. It's what I eat a lot of times. Hey, Warren, thanks for popping in. Ben, my favorite state is always California for everything. I mean, I wish it was a little cheaper here, but yeah, California is such an enormous state. You've got a little bit of everything, and usually you're within a couple of hours of whatever you want. Hey, Tumblebug, nice to see you. Oh, hey, thanks, Jeff. Nice to see you. Thanks a lot. Hello from Denmark. Yeah, California is my favorite state because you can get deserts or mountains or coast usually within a couple of hours drive. Now it's a little different up here in Northern California, but um, excuse me, but yeah, you can usually be in warm weather, cool weather, mountains, trees, whatever, close by. Oh, hey, thanks, Angela. That's nice of you. Very nice of you. Thanks so much. And the glasses, Tumble, the the glasses are because my allergies are going crazy since I've been up here, and yeah, I have been given my contact lenses a break just because I haven't been able to wear them. My eyes have just been giving me all kinds of trouble. So I'm wearing my glasses. This morning I actually spent an hour or so looking for, just online looking for maybe some new glasses. These are nice. These are from Warby Parker, and uh, they're pretty good. They fit pretty good, but they're not super comfortable. So if I'm going to be wearing glasses a lot, I may need to get some more comfortable glasses, or at least a second pair. Hey, Paul. Nice of you to join in. Gypsy, my power is doing good because I've got sun here, mostly sun here, and the weather is so cool that it's just not taxing my battery, so it's done easy power-wise. Are you voting for tacos for me for lunch? Is that where that came from? I haven't been able to find any decent tortillas, so I've not been doing tacos, but I may need to start making my own corn tortillas. Hey, Jason. Yeah. Hey, Van Glow. You're in Humboldt too. Awesome. This is the place to be. Europe. Wow. Everybody's from everywhere. That's the cool thing about YouTube is it just connects us all no matter where you are. Tacos all day. I'm drinking some coffee this morning, but I haven't actually eaten anything. I normally don't eat breakfast, and I was forcing myself to eat more breakfast, and I just have not been doing it too much lately. And hello from Georgia, right? I think you're from Georgia. That's nice. Thanks for stopping in. Hey, Sweden. Awesome. Oh, hey, Sonny. I didn't know you were from Washington. Cool. I like Washington. Hey, hello from Sweden. Nice. Oh, Nomadic, you're building out a mail truck. That's interesting. Very interesting. Huh. Oh, hey, Keith. Haven't seen you in forever. Hope you're doing all right. Oh, thank you, Susan. I'll look into that. I probably should have did a little research on how to do lives, but that would be helpful. I'll look into doing that. I don't want to touch too much, or I may uh, do something not so great. Audio's a little low. I've got my mic here off camera. I can try to move it a little closer, maybe. Maybe that will help. I'm not actually pointing at it, so that's probably going to affect things a little bit. And I'm not able to adjust the gain on this mic. That'll be something I gotta look into. Angela, I am in Humboldt County. That's about all I'll say at the moment. But yeah, just in Humboldt County. Oh, thank you, Adventurous Spirit. So nice of you. Thanks a lot. And Robert, I'm not going to be buying any more Patagonia stuff. And I think lately I've found I like REI stuff much better. It's less than half the price, and the last down jacket I bought from them has just been so great that I think I'm stuck with REI stuff now. It's just better. Oh, giggles! Wow, thanks so much. Thank you, thank you. Oh, you've been watching a long time. Oh, hey, Mimi. Oh, good. Thanks, Sunny. That's helpful. Thank you. somebody from Germany, somebody from Texas. Thanks so much for stopping in. Oh, hey, M Hammer. You've been a long time watcher too, I think. Yeah, I think the Seattle time my channel kind of took off a little bit there. It's just so pretty up there that it was easy to make better videos. Plus, I was trying to make better quality videos at that point. Things changed a little bit. Of course, I'm now back in the Pacific Northwest, so it's very similar to Seattle here. Wow, 72 people. It's a lot more people than I had imagined would show up. Let's see. Gypsy, I have a video on how I did that, and you can look you could look back in my van playlist. If you go to my channel page, I have a bunch of playlists, and there's a van build playlist, and it's in there, so it's a little easier to find. I actually made a playlist of all of my videos too, because a lot of people don't get notifications, and so they'll say, you know, they'll say, "Oh, you haven't put out a video in months," and I'm thinking like, "Well, I've been putting 2 or 3 videos up a week," but sometimes. So I did that, so you can go through and see if you've missed anything, or just see if there's anything that you want to watch. Not everybody likes every video. I do quite a quite a varied amount of videos, but I thought that might help a little bit. Jeff, I'll, I think I'm going to make a video about work for channel supporters, but that'll just be for YouTube members and Patreon uh, supporters. I'll do that. I'll try to do that in the next day or two. I've talked about it before, but it's been a little while. But I'll do one again. I just don't talk about that in regular YouTube, and I'll explain that on that video for all of you. And like I said, I'll do that in the next few days here. I'll get that up in the next few days here. Oh, have fun at the beach, Karen. Thanks for stopping in. Um, Thanks for all the help, everybody, giving suggestions and all. I appreciate it. Alex? Are you asking why I don't talk about work? That's it's. I've had so many people get after me for what I use, uh, what I do for work on the side, that I just don't feel like dealing with the comments. The comments get crazy, and it, it's tiresome, and it's just too much. Takes too much energy. So I I'm much more open about all the extra little things on the membership side of things. So there's not a whole lot more I do there, but I do talk a little bit more about stuff over there than I do here. It just is easier with my stress level. Oh, hey Sean, thanks for stopping by. Thank you. Yeah, this is crazy trying to keep up with the comments. I don't know. There, I have so many friends that just do live streams and they don't do regular videos, and I just don't know how they do it. To me, this is harder than a regular video because you gotta be working. Your mind's gotta be working fast. Oh, hey, Iris. Oh, thanks about the ASMR episodes there, JCL. Oh, thanks, Jeff. You're going above and beyond, Jeff. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Um, I did start a second channel. It's just ASMR videos, and it's actually not me talking. It's just more scenery. I haven't mentioned it yet because I've had some trouble just doing those videos. Uh, but I do have that second channel. It's not monetized, and so it's really more of a channel just for me to play with. I can do some different editing in the future. They're pretty simple videos right now, but they ended up being much more difficult than I expected. Oh, Robert, wow, thanks so much. That's very nice of you. Um, yeah, and then the other like ASMR videos that I was doing, I got a little irritated on the last one I did about me getting a bicycle. I thought it would be a really good video that would just uh, explain, because I kept getting people asking me, why don't you have a bike? Why don't you have a kayak? But well, this is a perfect opportunity. Like this ASMR type video would be a perfect opportunity just to do that and explain that. And then nobody watched the video. They just were telling me, oh, you need to buy this bike. Oh, you need to buy this kayak. Oh, you're not thinking properly. And it's like, no, I said all that stuff on the video, you know. Oh, hey, Elf Lords. Thanks for stopping in. Introverts unite. Yes, yes. I can tell you that my introverted ways, it's going to be a while probably before I do another live stream. These are difficult. I'm drinking my coffee, trying to keep myself calmed down because that's what caffeine does for me, but it's not working. Oh, Maddie, yeah, cool. Wow, I didn't realize I would translate to a preteen. That's pretty cool. Well, it's great that she loves to cook. I'm not sure if I have a link up, Colette, for that other channel. I'll do a little more with that in the future, but I have the link to that in. I've been dropping it in the description of most of my videos. I didn't put it up on this one. Oh, thanks, Chris, and thanks for stopping in. Nice to see you here. Um, I am really enjoying the weather. Uh, Yesterday, I spent the day out on the beach on some beautiful sand, really almost deserted beach, and it almost seemed warm. I actually got in the ocean for a little bit to cool down. I think it was only 72 degrees, but we had full sun and it was fantastic, just glorious. Oh, Colette, is it in my description? I didn't realize that. I'll check that out. Um, because it's not a monetized channel, Colette, sometimes it's a little difficult to link uh, channels there. So I'll have to look and see what I can do about that. I may have done something wrong too. It was just something I did quickly. But thanks, Dennis. I'm sure I'm missing a lot of questions and comments. So if I've missed something, you can type it again. I'll try to get back to it. My brain works slowly. But the whole thing about van life for me was I really wanted to slow life down, and that's what it does. But once I have to do something quickly, boy, it's tough. It's tough to get my brain working back again. I don't know if I ever be able to do like what I used to do working in shipping anymore. I mean, it was just, and restaurant work, that absolutely, I don't think I could do anymore. My old boss actually offered me a job a few months back, and I told her I don't think I could do this kind of thing anymore. You know, they would run in circles around me, and I would just be slowing them down. Oh, thanks, Susan. That's nice of you. Divine, I don't know if I'm going to watch this after I upload it. I will upload it, but I'll probably not watch it. It'll probably drive me crazy. You know, most of my videos are pretty well edited, except for the videos that I do for channel members. I don't really edit those. I just kind of cut out the fluff on those, but that's about all I do to those. But those are a little more gritty. I don't think I would watch this one. It would probably drive me crazy. Oh, Elf, I was just explaining that I don't talk about work stuff on regular YouTube. That just, I keep that to patrons and YouTube channel members. It's not to try to get you to subscribe over there. It's just that I get a lot of weird comments about work. Everybody, no matter what I do for work, people say you're doing the wrong job. You should do something else. And so that's just one of those things I just don't talk about. There's a few things I don't talk about. And that's just one of those things I don't talk about publicly. Thank you, Sonny. 3 hours. I don't think my I don't think my service would allow me to do 3 hours of live streaming. Service around Humboldt has been awful. I had to come back to a town that I knew had decent service in order to do this, which I was only about 8 miles away, so it wasn't a big deal. But I wouldn't have come back here except that I was planning on doing a live stream. I just thought it would be a good time to do it. I mentioned it earlier. I thought it would be a good time to do it because my last regular video, people were worrying about me. And it was just because they only watched the first half of the video. They didn't watch the second half. And so they thought it was in some bad place. But Humboldt's fantastic. Hey, Shamaj, nice to see you. Thanks for stopping in. Awesome. You're a career dishwasher. There's nothing wrong with that. I would probably try to do that myself if I needed to get some work. Work is a little weird nowadays, so I mean, I think work is work, right? Doesn't matter what you're doing. Oh, thanks, Abby. I'm doing okay. People have been really generous, and YouTube has actually been really good for me. Um, the last 2 months, I think YouTube has been my only source of income, which I've been trying to find a place that I can pick up some extra work, but so I need to kind of move around a little bit. It's been nice being out in smaller towns, but I don't get any side work in the smaller towns, unfortunately. So that's kind of what I'm doing lately is I've been kind of moving to bigger cities so I can pick up some side work. Um, but yeah, people have been fantastic. Uh, Patreon supporters and members have been fantastic, and YouTube I really don't have an issue with. YouTube has been a good platform for me to be on as far as making money. So, but thank you, Abby. Hey, Coffee Traveling. The way I have my iPad set up, it's hard to see here. I wish I had better service where I could set up out on a park bench somewhere and then I'd be able to have this all better set up. Now I'm holding my mic just because it seems to be the easier thing to do. Quartzites, I'm not sure. I loved Arizona. Somebody asked me a while back what my favorite place to travel, and I said California just because it's so varied. But I loved Arizona. Absolutely fantastic. Just absolutely fantastic. All of it. I'm not crazy about the desert these days. I've spent almost 40 years of my life in the desert, and I'm kind of looking at staying out of the desert. But I might be through Quartzsite. I hope to get back to Arizona at some point sooner than later. Oh, hey, Christine. Ooh, is it hot there too? Wow, that's crazy. I didn't think you got that warm in the UK. Yeah, I was surprised, Angela, how hot Arizona was. I was thinking I was going to stay in Flagstaff for a lot longer, but some of the locals were saying that it's not unusual for Flagstaff weather to be up into the upper 90s in the summer. And I thought, wow, I didn't know it got that hot. I was surprised. Warren, I've been pretty lucky on breakdowns. I just haven't had that many. I mean, my van's still fairly new, and I do limit where I'm going. I wanted to go farther out into the Lost Coast, and I I was driving past the little road that would take me into Petrolia, if you're aware of kind of the area, the Lost Coast, and I was driving past that every day for several days, and I just decided that it just wasn't going to be a good decision because I wouldn't have any cell service whatsoever. And so that's one of the ways I just try to stay safer. And now that my van's getting a little bit older, um, is I just try to stay in service. I have a AAA membership and carry a few tools and a few parts, and that's about all I do. And then I just hope and pray. Oh, coffee traveling. Yeah, I really like being out in the forest too. Thank you. Yeah, those are videos I enjoy doing. And trying to read a little bit here, catching up. And Suzanne, yeah, I try to just do what I think is best and ignore everybody. You know that road, Lisa, to Petrolia? Yeah, I that road gives me a little bit of fear, but I really wanted to go back there. I mean, I really could. I'm not very far away right now. I think I'm only, well, I think it's probably 30 minutes away from where I am to get to Ferndale, but it just doesn't seem like a good idea. I've got a little squeak too on one of my wheels that I need to figure out. I have not been able to diagnose that, and if I'm around town, it wouldn't be a big deal just to call AAA and you know, get a tow or something. But if I'm way out in Petrolia, yeah, it'd be a whole different story. Um, Christine, 40 degrees. That's crazy. Wow. Oh, okay, Shamash. I had the impression that you worked a lot. So, okay. Yeah, 7 days a week. That's too much for me. I hope you're getting out and getting a little bit of time to yourself, even if you're working 7 days a week. Hopefully, they're not long days. Hey, thanks for stopping in, Angela. Appreciate seeing you. I don't know if I'll be back in Seattle, Bad Goat. Real big cities give me a little bit of I don't know. I just get a little off in big cities, so we'll see. I'm not sure. I've got a couple of plans, but I really, I was talking about it earlier, I really only plan 2 or 3 days out at a time. And it's been really nice here in Humboldt for the most part. There's some areas out here I'm not crazy about, but most of Humboldt has just been a dream. I wake up and just pinch myself. Can't believe that I'm getting to spend time here. And Gypsy, I don't know where I'll be in the fall. I've been talking to family about things and talking to friends about things, and I just, it kind of gets back to that. I just don't really want to plan that far ahead. I met a, a guy that's a popular photographer, mostly on Instagram, but I know of him. And he has an event for his business, uh, the Journal of Lost Time. Really cool website he's got, the Journal of Lost Time. And he's planning an event in New Mexico. And it sounded really cool. And he offered me a free ticket, but it was just so far out, I just don't really know. And I've missed a couple of questions. Oh, thanks, Colette. I love it when people watch a video more than once. That's incredible for me. So thank you double. It's been so foggy here, Elf Lords, that I haven't really seen a whole lot of smoke. But the fires aren't far away. But I just haven't seen a lot of smoke just because it mixes with the clouds. Oh, thanks, Sukis. I think I'm missing some stuff. Oh, sorry, everybody. It's difficult to keep up. Oh, thank you, Margie. That's so nice of you. Thanks so much. Hey, one from the road, Texas. That's got to be warm. I don't know. I'm just assuming. Yes, Colette. I was born and raised in Southern California. Lived most of my life in California, and everybody thinks I'm from San Diego. I'm actually from inland Southern California, the desert. Uh, it's Brian, Adventure Van Man, that is from San Diego, and people sometimes get me confused. And it seems like people nowadays are getting me confused with Foresty Forest too. 'Cause people keep asking me about my dog, and I'm like, I don't have a dog. And at first, I was thinking like, well, maybe they were thinking about a friend of mine who has a dog. I was doing some videos with and hanging out with, and then I just realized, no, they're just getting me confused with Foresty, who's a fine guy, you know. Oh, hey, Lydia, nice to see ya. Yeah, I kept saying I wasn't going to do any lives, and then here I am. Is that about an hour's drive away, the fires, Lisa? Yeah. I, I think I think at the moment I'm slightly closer to them. There's a lot of people in here. I just didn't expect there to be so many people. These are old glasses, Poker. I'm just having a little trouble with allergies, so I've been wearing glasses a lot more. There was an earthquake? I usually sleep through them. I think I've slept through ones for almost 5.0. Yeah, or maybe more. Yeah, I didn't know. Monkey, I have not been out there. I have friends out there and who have invited me many, many times, and I have not gone out there. Oh, and I just realized one of them actually called me the other day, and I didn't pick up my phone. I need to text him or something back. But yeah, I'd love to go out there. Just it's It's an awful long ways away from the ocean. Yeah, we both, Forresty and I both cook inside, yeah. Oh, hey, Julie, I don't know if I said hi to you before. I'm probably missing a lot of people. See, Monkey, I was raised in the deserts and I always wanted to get out to the ocean, but I always had crap cars and I didn't make enough money really, to even afford to be able to buy gas to get myself to the ocean for years and years and years. I just, now that I can be at the ocean, I'm at the ocean. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Shamaj. I'm kind of backing away from Instagram. I really don't like the platform, but it was good for a while, but I I haven't been doing much there at all. I don't really log in at all. The it doesn't load up on my phone anymore. And even if I've got really good service and everything else works, all of my other apps, everything else works, it just Instagram doesn't load up. So I've just kind of not been doing much. Oh, Maddie Van Halen. Hey, how's it going, Matt? Hope you're doing well. Maddie's got a big channel, if you don't know of him. Big YouTube channel, I should say. Now I'm really getting behind here. 5-year plan. I was just saying, yeah, I plan out no more than about 2 or 3 days at a time. So 5-year, I really couldn't give you an answer on that. Mr. Woodstump, have I been back? I was there a while back. It was a few days ago, but yeah, several days ago. I'm losing track of time here. I, I I'm not I'm not a big fan of I'm not a big fan of Vietnamese coffee. I like light roast stuff mostly. So um, at the moment, I'm drinking. What did I do with it? Oh, it's right here within. It's within arm's length. This is a. Is that in shot? I can't tell. This is a Target brand coffee, Peruvian coffee. It's okay. It was on sale, so I tried it. I'm never really too happy with Target coffees, it seems like. But light roast is what I like. I'm not from Borrego Springs, but yeah, I've been there many times. I think Adventure Van Man used to go out to Borrego Springs often. I think his family used to camp out there a lot when he was a kid, so he knows that area. And it's really easy to get to from San Diego. So he would go out to Borrego Springs often, but yeah, I know of the place. I've never actually camped out there though, mostly just driven through. You raised in SoCal too, Patricia. That's awesome. Seems like there's not a lot of us that are, not a lot of us are from California. It seems like everybody moves from someplace else and calls themselves natives, but I'm an actual born in Southern California. Margie, it's funny. I always thought light roast has more cane, and apparently it's much more complicated than that. There's a whole lot more to do with it. The beans themselves and all. So uh, it's an interesting topic. But I thought that for years. But It's an interesting topic. If you do some research on it, there's there's a website called Sprudge, sprudge.com. Not exactly sure how to spell that, uh, but they've got some articles about that. Really interesting. Really interesting. AeroPress does rule, yes. I do the inverted method, and people tell me you're doing it wrong, which is funny because I think uh, I think the AeroPress championships, I think like four out of the last five have they all that have won the AeroPress championships, they all use the inverted method. So I usually try to tell people look at that look at who's winning the AeroPress championships and see how they're doing it. Oh yeah, I like all the coffees. I don't think there's an Aldi nearby. I think they're more down in Southern California. Oh, hey, Giggly Fish. You're a native too. Awesome. We got to stick together. People love to hate on California, but you know, California is so diverse um, that you know, there's everything here. Argentina. I'd love to go to Argentina someday. I probably will never be in Argentina, but I'd love to go. Oh, thanks for stopping in, Sonny. It's nice seeing you. My water setup is in flux at the moment. I need to order some new filters, unless you're talking about my sink. But I'm assuming you're talking about my water filter. But I need to order some new filters. There are no Amazon lockers here, none, in all of Humboldt County. So it's causing me a little uh, extra work trying to figure out how I'm going to order something. Norway is in the house. Hey, Wally. Oh, Jen. My first video. Those early videos are pretty darn awful. You were raised in Orange County. Wow. Riverside, I'm sorry. But yeah, Orange County is awesome, I think. Although Orange County really gives me a lot of anxiety. I um I have family in Orange County, actually, and when I was in Flagstaff, I kept looking at the map thinking I could just go straight west and be with family and you know, it would be cool. I almost went back to Orange County from Flagstaff, but I'm glad I didn't. Rio, wow, Rio de Janeiro, that's awesome. And I'm sorry, I'm not keeping up with the chat. So you like AeroPress too, Margie? AeroPresses are awesome. I stayed away from them for years, and then I'm now finally finally there. Norway is in the house. Cool. I actually like Riverside. There's a lot of cool places in Riverside, but it's just hot most of the year, and I'm trying to stay out of the heat. 35 years in California. Zeal Coffee Roasters. I've never heard of them. You were in Yosemite Lakes. I guess that's just opened up recently, right? So it's fully open now. Quite a bit of it was closed, I guess, until recently. Uh-oh. My number one coffee troll's in the house. How's it going, Lions Crew? I won't say your first name because I don't know if you keep that. I think I've asked you that personally, but if you try to keep your first name on the down low. But Line Screw One is my ultimate coffee troll. Yeah, Humboldt is very secluded here. Landslides. Hope, Hopefully I won't see too many of those while I'm here. My van here in North America only comes in one size. It just comes in what you would call the long chassis. They don't sell the regular original version. I think they're both fine, but the regular version would be a little too small for me. Oh, hey, Tyler. Sorry I didn't get back to you soon, and hopefully I am talking to you or messaging you okay. I have not had service here. Service has been terrible here in Humboldt. So I highly recommend Humboldt, but if you need a good cell signal, not the place to be. So it's been a little difficult here. New Hampshire. Wow, I've been to New Hampshire. It's nice there. No, I don't think I've been there in the winter time. Tyler, all of Northern California is fantastic as far as I'm concerned. I would like to get over to the other side of the states, but I don't want to do it this time of year because it's just going to be hot, too hot for me. But Mendocino was still my favorite area. Uh, Humboldt's been a little easier to do traveling, I think. But Mendocino and Humboldt, I think, are just incredible. But I do have a preference for. I definitely have a preference for the Pacific Northwest, so I'm a little biased. But yeah, Arizona is a great place to winter. I uh, I was blown away at how nice Arizona was. I didn't went there thinking I wasn't going to like it, and I ended up thinking it was fantastic and much better than I anticipated. Hey, Record Crate, thanks for stopping. Thank you. Oh, Lake Arrowhead, awesome. I'm good with elevation now. Yeah, I've talked about it in more recent uh, vlogs, but yeah, me and my doctor got that figured out. I'm all good with elevation now. I have to I have to do a few things to just mind myself before I go there, but yeah, I'm really good now on elevation, so not a problem. I would like to get back to Lake Arrowhead soon. Um, my van stays really cool, so I think it's 65 degrees outside, so I don't really necessarily need a jacket, but when I'm in my van, it stays really cool in here, so I have to keep the jacket on or I'd be shivering a bit. Oh, yeah. Thanks. I've done general delivery 3 times and I got burned 3 times. Twice I didn't get my package, and the third time I got in a little argument in there with them, and they eventually gave it to me, but they weren't gonna give it to me. So I've just decided I want to do general delivery. I have another way of getting packages. It would just cost me an extra $5, and I've been stubborn about not wanting to extra $5, but I think I need to just do it so I can get those filters. Oh, hey, Diane. Hope you're doing good. Is it hot and humid in San Diego? Crazy. Oh, Transit Connect. Those are good. Oh, you're getting your roof raised. Wow. Okay. I've seen a bunch of those done online. Fiberline, is that the company that does it? In, I think they're in Riverside, right? I think that's technically Riverside County. Um, I've seen a bunch of them online. I've never actually talked to somebody that has had one done. That's a it's a great decision, Tyler. I like taking Route One up just because it's nice and slow pace, and I don't have to put my van's engine, at a high, um, run it at a high level. I'm losing words now. Because of my little engine problem, my van doesn't like to do real heavy driving, so it doesn't like to do the grades or really fast speeds on the freeway. So I try to keep it at 60 miles an hour. So Route 1 works great for that. Hey, Soul Counseling. Cornwall. That seems like a cool place. I can tell you, Tyler, I can tell you a couple of places to go. I'll send you a DM once I'm done with this. They're much cooler. If you hang around that area, you'll learn them eventually. But there are some places in San Diego that you can get out of the heat there. So if I don't, I'll remember. If I don't, just send me a DM and tell me, get back to me, and I'll get back to you. Oh yeah, I think William Shaker's given up his van life. Um, I was in the same areas of he was, but I tried talking to him and he just didn't. He wasn't interested. And then he eventually found out that I had a YouTube channel, and so then he, sent a couple of messages through. But yeah, before that, he just didn't really care to talk to me. Oh, hey, thanks, Soul Counseling. Very nice of you. Thanks a lot. Everybody's been fantastic here. I really appreciate all the extra help. It's been great. Oh, you are doing it with Fiberine. Okay, Raji. Oh my goodness, the heat and humidity in San Diego is just crazy. Oh, hey, Sean. Oh, buddy. Thank you, Crumb. We got Crumb in the house. Crumb has been such a fantastic friend. Thank you so much, man. I've been meaning to text you just to see how you're doing. And then whenever I start to text you, I think, he's busy. He doesn't want to hear from me. Little lowly static. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, man. I've been thinking about you a lot lately. You're out in an area I would love to be. Chrome is just so great. If you don't happen to know Chrome in City Van Life, you really need to go check out his channel because he's the best. And he's been such a great friend. Now you're getting me all teary, Chrome. We can't do that on camera here. Such a great guy. I've made a lot of great friends here, and Chrome has been awesome. Diesel Max, I don't know if I'd be able to get into Canada anymore. I'm technically self-employed now, and you need you need to show them like bank receipts and stuff. They want to know that you've got some money in the bank, and just being self-employed is not. It kind of draws a red flag with them. So I don't know if I'd ever be able to get back into Canada. Um, I was thinking, it would be nice if maybe some of my friends would maybe do a meetup at Peace Arch Park, but that's kind of a difficult thing for some of us. There's not a lot of parking there. So, oh, thanks, EY. That's nice of you. Thank you. Yeah, yeah. I would love to get back to Canada. You know, I've never, well, I haven't been out on Vancouver Island since I was a little kid, and so that was one of the things I wanted to do. I wanted to jump on a ferry and go out, you know, do that whole trip like I did when I was really little. That I still remember, but I yeah, it's been such a long time. I would love to do that again. Maybe, who knows? Oh wow, you're a Toyota, Sean. That's crazy. I hope you I hope you can get back into your high top. Yeah, that would be a little easier. And me too. I always say I'm never going to go back sticks and bricks, but you know, this life is for some people and it's not for others. So, you know, some people say it's really hard and it's just not been my experience. My experience has been absolutely opposite. Because everything's been so much easier than sticks and bricks. It's certainly easier than my owning a house, having a mortgage. That didn't go well for me at all. Hey, Priscilla. If I do get up near Canada, I might try to get back in. Oh, hey, JG. I was just talking about here, how you called me and I didn't see your call and I need to get back to you. So sorry, I will get back to you. I meant to do that yesterday and I got sidetracked. A very nice day out on the beach here, a very deserted beach, which is seems like most of them are. Tyler, I would really hope to keep this fan for as long as I can. With the engine troubles that may crop up, that may change my plans a little bit. But I really love this van. It's like the perfect size for me, and it gets, you know, decent mileage. It just doesn't make sense for me to get something bigger. It would just cost me more money. You know, tires are more, gas is more, oil change. The 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 price, you know. I'd have to work more to be able to have a bigger van, and to me it just doesn't seem like it's a good trade-off. Tortillas, yeah, I've been slacking on the tortillas. Oh, John, thanks so much. Nice to see you, dude. Hope you're doing all right. And I hope your build is no wait, your build is done, right? Boy, my brain is not so good. It's slow. Comes on slow, but yeah. Yeah, that's right. Yep, that's right. I remember pictures now. Thank you, John. Appreciate it. I guess you've got the right YouTube name there, Hula Girl. Yeah, Hawaii looks awesome. I've never been, but my brain works so slowly nowadays. Oh yeah, that's a good idea, Sean. I can't do that in this van. People ask me that all the time, and like it's not even an option, you know, for turning the seat around. Yeah, Toyota Siennas I think are great vans. My only thing is I just don't like glass. I like having no glass because it stays cooler in the summer and warmer in the winter. But you know, the great thing about a Toyota is it's just gonna last forever. You know, it'll obviously outlast this van. Um, but this van is probably one of the better vans that Ram has put together. So I can't complain too much. It's been a great van so far for me, anyway. Not everybody's been so lucky, but mine has been a really good van. Hey, thank. A Prius is Jack RV. That's a little RV, but it would make sense, I guess. Oh, did you get your van before things went crazy, Colette? Yeah. I've talked to so many people that they bought theirs just in time. And then I've heard from a lot of people saying they just can't afford a van now. You know, I have a buddy that was living out of a Subaru, and he's tall, really tall. I think he's 6'3", 6'4", something like that. I don't know how he did it, but I mean, he's been happy with it. Hey, Kim. And again, I'm sorry if I'm missing your comments. I'll probably have to go back and watch this just so I can read some of the comments, but just see if I've missed anything important. It's really hard to keep up, for me anyway. I think I probably should have just put my contacts on because I can see much better with them. These glasses are, they're old. When I got my new contact lens prescription, I just kept my old lenses in these glasses. Probably wasn't a very smart move. I should do something about that. Yes, Scotty likes Toyotas. Hey, JC. Oh, you a big ProMaster. Patricia is awesome. Yeah, I have a bunch of friends that have big ProMasters. They seem to like it. Oh, thanks. I'm gonna R3. I'll just call you R3. I'm sure I'm supposed to say that differently. But thank you very much. Everybody's been so incredibly nice. Thank you. Now I'm gonna wonder what your how your name is supposed to be read. It probably means something really obvious and I'm missing it. A Mazda 3? That would be too small for me. I'm not really a minimalist. I'm just forced to live as a minimalist. Yeah, Maddie, the I took it in for the recall and I got a little bit of a runaround with the two different dealers I took it in for the recall. The last one said, "Oh, we fixed it. We fixed it, and it's all fixed," which is laughable, you know, because it's piston rings, um, and of course, you know, it uses the same amount of oil since then. There's no difference in the amount of oil it uses, but yeah, they told me it's all fixed. I don't know what they did to it. They would tell me any more than that. Oh, just reload. Okay. See, I knew it was going to be something very simple, and my brain just wasn't going to get it. India. Wow. I would love to go to India, but I probably never will. But when I was much younger, I had visions of traveling the world and spending time in India. Seems like such a cool country. So much, so much history there. Oh, hey, Ruth. Nice to see you. Yeah, I would love to go to Canada. I was just talking about that. I'm not sure I'd be able to get in the country. I might try, you know, what's the worst that can happen? They'll just tell me to leave. The oil use of the van goes up and down. It just depends on the grade that I'm driving and uh, the speed. If I drive like up at 70 miles an hour or more, it'll start to use a little bit more oil than normal. Uh, but it generally, if I just keep it under 60 miles an hour and I'm not doing too heavy of a grade, it uses about um, between a quarter of a quart to half a quart every 1,500 miles. Although it varies, and I just check it all the time. It's just something that I do. You know, you just check your air pressure, you check your coolant, you check all that stuff, and You just, especially if you have one of these Tiger Shark engines, you just need to check the oil all the time. Yeah, this van was designed and built by the largest Turkish uh, automotive manufacturer, and apparently they're quite good. I have a Turkish friend, and he was telling me all about the history there. And then, of course, they call it Fiats in most of the world, but they call it a Ram. But it's very different here from the the Fiat. What do they call those Doblos? Very very different. Yeah, totally different. Saginaw. I'll try to remember that. I've been to Saginaw back when I was in my early 20s. We just drove through. Saginaw? Yeah, maybe. No, I'm thinking Mackinac. I've been to Mackinac. I forget about that area. 8,000 feet in Nevada. Nice. Probably a little cooler up there. Yeah, I'm all for it. Just using what you have. If you've got a car you can be comfortable in it, I say go for it. I had a little station wagon before this, and I was thinking about doing it, but it had some issues, and so I opted to buy this van, and it ended up being a really good decision. Although it put me in debt, bad for a few years, well, several years, but the van is now paid off, so that's good. Well, thanks for stopping in, Lisa. Forcibly allowed to leave? That doesn't sound good. Yeah, I don't carry anything that would be a problem getting across the border. It's just my employment status. Before, I would tell them where I worked, and uh, they, I think they can see all that, and so that all matched up. And they would tell me, how long are you going to be here? And I'd say, well, I'd like to stay longer, but I have to be back to work on Monday. So that always seemed to go well. And I never had any trouble getting into Canada. I had a world of trouble getting back into the US. Boy, they would give me all kinds of trouble coming back in. That always gave me the worst fear. I just, ooh, getting back in the US, those guards are just mean. But going into Canada, tell me to shut the van off. I think, I think one time they didn't want to look in, but usually they just want to look in. Not a big deal. Yeah, paid off is definitely the best vehicle. Hey, Paul. Nice to see you. Diesel van is definitely a good way to go, I think. Hey, thanks, Reload. I appreciate it. I don't know if we'll do any more live streams in the future, but this is fun, sort of. I kind of want to run away right now, screaming, but I'm holding on. Oh, really? Interesting. That's good to know, Tyler. Stick shift. That's the best thing to have because then it's nobody's gonna steal that from you. Hey, relevant. How's it going? Oh, thank you, Ruth. That's so nice of you. Thanks so much. Hi, Eli. Well, Tyler, I'm not debt free, but I don't have a van payment. Let's put it that way. So it's been easier. My van payment was ridiculously high, um, just monumentally high. So when that dropped off, that was a huge blessing for me. Thanks, Eli. And I'm not sure if we've got some. Well, anyway, have I been on for an hour? Oh, over an hour. I told myself I wasn't going to do that. I was going to be half an hour or something. Yeah, Colette, I'll pay for it later today. I'll probably have to take a nap as soon as I'm done. Um, this is not my normal thing. People that aren't introverts don't understand just how taxing it is to do something like this. Yeah, I'm still in the redwoods. I'm in Humboldt. Fantastic up here. Fantastic up here. I've been staying here for several reasons, but I'm just loving it up here. Hey, C-Tap, how's it going, man? Oh, weird. Well, you've got a different rig than me, C-Tap, so that may be part of it. Oh, thanks, Sunshine. Awesome. Very nice of you. Yeah. It's like I say, only introverts get it. Extroverts or people that are kind of, down the middle, they just don't understand. Well, thanks, Relevant. I feel like I'm embarrassing myself. Uh, yeah, that would probably make it much more difficult, Ravi. Yeah, Jedediah Smith, I'm not too far away from that here. Um, there's so much to see around here. It's hard for me not to just drive here and there, but I'm really trying to, manage my spending. And gas is almost $6 a gallon, so so I'm just keeping my driving to a minimum, and I can do that and missing out, you know, just traveling much more slowly. And that's the nice thing about here. And why I think it's slightly better than down when I was in Mendocino. I've got a lot more places close by that I can get to and not spend a fortune, you know. So it's been really nice here in Bolt. Yeah, you found it challenging too, Patricia. Yeah. Now all the introverts are chiming in. It's nice to see solidarity here. Maybe I should steal Crumb's idea and do a sticker "Introverts Unite." He probably wouldn't mind, right? Yeah, I, actually, I've been having a lot of conversations here since I've been in this area. People are so friendly, so I get to chat with a lot of people here. So like not like I'm not getting social interaction. There's been a lot of people that just strike up a conversation. You know, you'll be walking along. Sometimes it's because I'm at my rig. You know, I'm holding my vlogging rig, and so that makes people uh, want to talk to. People have just been really friendly. I missed that comment, Maddie. If you were thinking I was going to see that and respond to it, sorry. They're coming in a little faster and I can read them and respond to them. Yeah, Maddie, it's cell service is terrible here. Actually came back to an area that I was just 10 minutes away, but I just came back to an area where I knew I had good service. I was going to try to sneakily use some Wi-Fi, but then I decided I'll just see how my service goes. Thank you, Deborah. Don't know if I'll do another one, but we'll see. You've got a Starlink? Crazy. Everybody's getting Starlinks. Maybe that should be my next t-shirt, Introverts Unite. I'll work on that. Thank you, Eric. I just make videos and hopefully people will watch them and we'll see, you know, and so everybody's been really, really very nice and friendly. I've had a good reactions with my videos, which I like because that's the type of, I make the type of videos that I like to watch. So I'm happy that other people like to watch them too. Yeah. I couldn't be a teacher. Oh, thanks, Eli. That, that's a good idea. Maybe I'll do that for a sticker. Yeah, that Starlink is too much for me. I can't afford that. And then I found out they charge you an extra $10 when you reset the your area to log into a different satellite every time you. That's just crazy. I can't afford that. I actually picked up a second uh, cell plan, which has been helpful because my visible plan. Well, I've got 3 bars on it right now, but it's not been working. Even with 4 bars, it just doesn't seem to work at all here in all of Humboldt County. It just doesn't matter where I am. Um, just doesn't seem to work very well. Also, I've noticed here in Humboldt, it seems like, oh, you got visible too. Yeah, good. Uh, it seems like here in Humboldt at about noon or 2 o'clock to about 4 o'clock, my, my service just drops off and it just doesn't work. It's been like that every day. It's not like a weekday or weekend thing because I was thinking maybe kids are getting home from school or something, or people are logging into work or logging off of work. Something. No, it's just every day. It just seems to do that. I don't have a cell phone booster now. I kind of figure if if I need a cell phone booster, that means I'm on my phone too much. That's the way I think about it. I just need to put my phone down and go for a walk, which is what I like to do. Now I've got nice hiking shoes, so I need to use them. No, Visible is Verizon. Visible works on Verizon, and normally it's been really good, but it's just here in Humboldt, nothing is good. Like Maddie Van Halen was saying, his Starlink wasn't even working, which I find just crazy. But maybe he was out in the woods. He doesn't spend too much time in cities like I do. I'm a city guy, so uh, my service is usually a little bit better, and then I can usually go find some Wi-Fi if I need to. Like if I'm going to go to the grocery store, I'll use their Wi-Fi for a little bit. You know, I've uploaded 3 videos. Um, then sit in the parking lot, you know, and wait for it to finish. But you know, if I'm in a shop, I'm going to use their Wi-Fi. Yeah, I haven't had any issue with throttling with Visible uh, at all. Uh, I've just had bad service here in Humboldt. My service was great in Mendocino. I had fantastic service there, out in the middle of nowhere. Um, but yeah, great service. Oh, you still have your Visible plan, Maddie? Okay. Oh, I see. They have a different plan. Okay, I didn't know that. I've heard of Vodafone, but I've never been to Europe, so I don't know much about it. Things are a little different here. Visible, yeah, I have a video on it. If you go back down through my videos, um, you're gonna think I'm crazy here, but last month I did 3 terabytes of data. Was that last month or 2 months ago? I did 3 terabytes of data. It was $25. You know, they didn't throttle me any any of the time. Um, but yeah, I mean, $25 for 3 terabytes of data, that's a pretty good deal if you ask me. As long as you don't mind using, you know, that, what do they call that, MMO service, I think? So you're using a different provider that is selling you service on Verizon, but with Visible, Visible is owned by Verizon. It's just that the government, somebody was just explaining this to me recently, the government wants them to have some low uh, price plans for low income people. And so instead of Verizon having somebody like how Mint does it, if you know them, or Google Fi or something, they just started their own low priced plan company themselves. So I found it just to be fantastic most of the time. Just don't plan on having service in Humboldt, no matter who you have. Oh, hey, thank you, Cindy. Or Sydney. Sorry, my Sydney. Thanks so much. That's very nice of you. Yeah, I see a lot of people have Visible. Yeah. I try to tell as many people about it as I can because it's such a great deal. It's just such a great deal for $25. I mean, I there's nothing that compares to it. And the best part of Visible is you get an unlimited hotspot, which is important for me when I edit my videos. I download a lot of stuff for like maps and things, and it uses more data than you would really expect. So I burn through data every time I am just getting the maps for my vlogs. And with Visible, I don't have to worry about that hotspot. I can just use as much hotspot as I want, and it totally okay. So that's the big thing with me, with other than just the cheap $25 plan, is that I've got that unlimited hotspot. Now it is that is throttled. They don't give you full speed with the hotspot. But for me, it's fine because I'm just, you know, it just takes me a little bit of time to download those maps. So not, I'm totally happy with the service. Oh, Shamash, just, oh, it's so nice of you. You're going above and beyond there. Shamash, it's so nice of you. Thank you so much. You've been helping me so much for so long. I think over a year, right? Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, hey, SoCal. I hope you're not burning up. I've heard from other people it's hot down there. Kim, I've been in the Pacific Northwest here for several weeks. I've lost track of time. Over a month and a half, maybe. Yeah. I don't know. I'm enjoying being here in Humboldt, so I haven't really thought too much about where to next. I have some crazy plans, but maybe, well, a crazy plan, but I'm not sure I'm going to do it yet. I'm still weighing that out. But I will let you know when that happens. Just subscribe and turn on that bell. I hate saying that, so I don't usually say that, but yeah. But I may do something a little bit crazy here soon. Yeah, if you want more information, Julie, check my oh, Shimei, sorry. I'm sorry, Shimei. But thank you for correcting me. Um What was I just going to say? And then I got embarrassed because I've been pronouncing Shimei's name wrong for years now. I'm sorry about that. Oh, hey, Karen. Yeah, it's the remoteness is fantastic, but at the same time, you do give up a little bit of stuff. Like shopping for food has been difficult. When I found Eureka Natural Foods, they've got two locations or three, I forget now, but fantastic store. And then I was able to get some of the things that I haven't been able to get. But they have grocery outlets up here. So I've been kind of planning my trips around grocery outlet. I just really love grocery outlet because I can go in there and get a ton of groceries for nothing practically. I've not been to Ashland, Oregon. I have, the, I have this I have this problem where I want to travel and I want to see all these places. I've got hundreds of pin drops on my Google Maps, and every time I go to pull up Google Maps, I see all these pin drops of places, and I think, well, that's not too far away. But I need to remember that I kind of, gas is expensive, so I just need to slow down. And really, I like moving in a much slower pace. It works better for my disposition. My name is Static for a reason. I like being in one spot more than moving around. Hey, hello from India. Oh, did I not finish that sentence? If you want more information about Visible, I do have a video on it. If you go to my channel page and then scroll down to my videos, you'll see I have a video on Visible, and it's got links and everything there. And if that doesn't work, you can just send me an email and I'll get back to you eventually. I only have 2,000 or so unread emails, but I'm trying to work away at them when I have service. Part of me is thinking about going north. Part of me is thinking about going back south. Part of me is thinking about going east. It's the nice thing when you don't have to really make a decision and you can just kind of keep going, traveling and getting a little bit of work here and there, is that you don't really need to make a decision. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just playing it by ear. It's been really nice here, so I'm not in a hurry to leave. For a little bit there, I was in a hurry to leave. I wasn't liking Arcata, although Arcata is a really nice town, but it's just wasn't vibing with me. New Hampshire. It's been years since I've been to New Hampshire, and it will probably be years until I go back, but I did enjoy it a little bit. I remember a lot of rain and clouds. It rains more there than it does in Seattle. That's true. DMAX, I've never heard of that app. Hmm. Yeah, I don't have to worry about hotspot because Visible gives me unlimited hotspot, so it works good enough for me. Although, like I said, it is throttled a little bit, so some people don't like that kind of slower connection if you're watching a lot of videos and stuff. I only watch YouTube. YouTube is my only source of entertainment. I'm not saying that just because I am a YouTuber. I gave up on Netflix a while back, well, several years ago, and yeah, I just don't. Hollywood stuff just doesn't appeal to me. So YouTube runs just fine on Visible the way they throttle a little bit, so it works for me. Well, you got a good channel too there, Maddie. But thank you. I appreciate that. I'm I'm now my introvert ways. I'm now getting to the point where my brain is at a little bit of overload. I don't know how much longer I can do this. You only watch YouTube too? It's funny. There's a lot of people I hear that from. And I mean, there's a lot of great stuff on YouTube. I mean, it's got a little bit of everything. There was somebody from India here, and I was going to say one of my favorite documentaries was called "The Story of India," and I think it's still on YouTube here. If you search for it, it's like a several-part documentary. Oh, hey, thanks, Adventures in Campulence. That's very nice of you. Thank you. I will definitely enjoy my coffee. Yeah, it's the one thing I always do for myself, even though people get after me. I'm just always going to do it. There is always something to watch in YouTube. It took me a minute to read that there. Relevant. Oh, I missed that one. East Tennessee. I have friends in Tennessee. They are maybe 40 minutes from Knoxville. Is that right? Yeah, 40 minutes from Knoxville, I think. Uh, I went down there and spent some time with them several times, and I enjoyed Tennessee. I actually have family from my mom's side that's from Tennessee way back. Uh, I don't think any of them are still around though, but yeah, I know Tennessee a little bit. I enjoyed it. They they took me out on the Cumberland River for a day, which was fun, except the water level was low, and so it was just kind of a lazy river situation instead of a. I guess it sometimes there's rapids. You probably know more about it than I do, but we didn't see any rapids, so it was just a lazy river fun day, just chill day. Hmm. Yeah, I wonder if that's an introvert thing then. Well, Flower, the lack of liking Hollywood stuff. Yeah, don't get me started on YouTube Premium. I have this thing where I think YouTube should give everybody that has a monetized channel free YouTube Premium. That should be a thing, right? If you're monetized, you should just have YouTube Premium. Now I'm gonna get in trouble. They're gonna yell at me for saying that. Starting a thing. But I think that that should be a thing that they do, or at least if you are at some level of channel, just make it if you've got so many subscribers or something, or so much watch time or something. It's more and more of you don't like Hollywood. Yeah, I like seeing that. Yeah, watch YouTube gets after me now for starting a problem. I can't be the first one to think of this, right? I'm sure that other people have thought of this. Probably YouTube has thought of that too. Oh, West Coast van life. I kind of, I shy away from talking about bad stuff, which is why I didn't really talk too much about Arcata. And again, it's not a bad town. It's just there's just a lot of homelessness, and I had nice interactions with a lot of the homeless people. They're very friendly. They're very, they're not pushy or anything, but they do come up and ask if you can help. And I mean, I'm just not in a position that I can help people. Um, it's hard. It's hard seeing them suffering, which is why I just it just didn't gel with me down there. That it's just really tough because you want to help them, but if you're not in a position to help them, it's just hard to see that day after day. So I just couldn't spend any time there because of that. But they were super nice people. I mean, I had several conversations with them, and you could tell that they're living a hard life. But I tried just to show the good And yeah, East Coast van life is nice because the weather's always nice here. Just it's expensive, you know. That's just the downside, but everybody knows that. Um, but I just try to show the good in the vlogs and show the great little places to be. Um, and if you're a channel supporter, you know I do some other videos that show some places that I don't really like to just blow up. Uh, there are places that should be kept quiet, so I don't put those on YouTube necessarily. But yeah, I mean, I don't think you can go wrong anywhere, um, at least on the northern side of California. Maple syrup in your coffee? I had YouTube Premium years ago, actually, when I first started YouTube, because I had a plan, cell phone plan that didn't give me much data. So I thought it would be great just to chop out uh, the ads and keep my data use down. Hey, Ralph, nice to see you. I miss Mendo. I'll tell you, been several times I've been thinking about turning right around and going right back there. I'm not too far away, obviously, but Ferndale was nice too. Ferndale's such an awesome little town. I didn't have a good place set up for this live here. I'm giving you a bad view because this side's all washed out. I'm sorry. Do the best I can here, um, but yeah, Ferndale. If those of you that don't know Ferndale, like that was an awesome place. And if it wasn't quite so expensive for me to stay there, I'd still be there. Um, and of course, Mendocino is just beyond awesome. One of my two favorite towns ever is Mendocino. The other one being Truckee. Somebody's going to ask, and then I'm probably not going to see it because I keep missing stuff here. I'm out of coffee, I think. I do, yeah, I do like my coffee and half and half. Not so much, not so crazy about coffee and milk unless I get out my, uh, this is what it's like for me when I start to get overloaded as as an introvert. Is that once I start to get overloaded, the words just are a log jam up here. Um, I have a little espresso maker. If I get that out, I'll steam my water and make a little like latte like thing. That that's the job of actors, though, isn't it? Is to tell us how to live our life. But yeah, I agree. They need to keep themselves. Hiking trail. There's so many good ones. There's so many good ones, and I usually hike. What I look for in a hiking trail is usually something. Oh, and now in come the. Here comes the. Sorry. Well, I'm trying to get rid of the spam accounts. I may need to get a. You don't know how many of those I get um, if I don't have my settings set up properly. That's why I don't allow links in my comments. But yeah, I'm going to need to get a moderator at some point. Uh, yeah, that's why I just shut down all links on my comments, and then people get upset because they're like, why don't why'd you delete my comment? And I'm like, no, I didn't. I just it's set so that it just goes away before anybody sees it. But now here it's a little different. Live chat. I didn't even think of that. I was thinking I was thinking I was going to have trouble reading the comments, but I was thinking that, well, I wasn't even thinking that the spam bots were going to come in here. I think I got that one. I'm not sure if I did or not. Okay, maybe that got it. Oh, hey, sweet peep. How you doing? Hey, thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. I'll have the new vlog out next week sometime. I'm taking today off, so today is supposed to be a vlog day, but I decided not to do that. Plus, it's just been really difficult getting the vlogs uploaded here in Humboldt. That it's just been tough. I was expecting to. Hey, thanks for stopping in, Adventures. I was expecting to do a bunch of vlogs this week. Uh, and then I realized I can't upload a bunch of vlogs. So that just, I stopped trying to do that. Yeah, if Yellowbird wanted to put some signs on my van, I would absolutely do that. I have looked into uh, doing that, because there's a bunch of companies that do that. But they want you to be in one specific area, and I just haven't wanted to be in one area uh, for, the contract time. But I would definitely do that, especially Yellowbird. But they don't do sponsors. They're too small of a company. I left a comment on a channel that I watch regularly, and instantly there was a spam bot that replied to it. I don't know what it was, but I didn't even look at it. I just reported it and moved on. Hey, Silver Turtle. Hmm. I don't use a 12-volt blanket. I just use propane. I don't have enough battery power. You obviously didn't see the video well, I had two videos talking about battery issues that drove me back to the coast. And I'm happy that it drove me back to the coast. I'm happy to be here. Not just because of battery issues. It's just so nice to not have to endure heat as I'm getting older. Fan glow, yeah. There's oh, even for sticks and bricks, that's funny. Yeah. I think I have one a VPN turned on with somehow yeah, it's I have a I have a second one that I can actually turn on when I'm up and about, but that's a little more robust, but I don't worry too much about that kind of thing. Using two-factor authentication is one of those things that I believe in a little bit more and all that, but yeah. Oh, hey, Andrew, I was just talking about that a little bit ago. Uh, I took it in the dealership. I got run around with a couple of different dealerships, but the second one told me it was all fixed, but they didn't do anything. It's still the same. But I just check the engine oil all the time, like I have been doing for years. And that's that, it's nothing I can really do about it. I try not to think about it and try not to worry about it too much. Hey, PDX Brewer, I was just thinking about you the other day, wondering where the heck you were and what you were doing. Of course, I didn't text you, did I? But I will text you at some point and ask you where you are and what you're doing. But nice to see you. You're here. Yeah. And now the chat is really getting to be too much for me. I hope not to buy an X vehicle, but something small like this. Maybe a Ford Transit Connect. I also think maybe like a Toyota Tacoma would be a good vehicle to live out of, although I don't know if I could afford one of those ever. Those are pretty expensive. But it would be another option that would probably last much longer. I will try to do something like that, Tyler, although I've been saying that for 3 years now, trying to do a Genesis video of how I started van life, but try at some point. I hope to get to an area where I have better cell service and I can upload a little bit more. Um, the way I work my videos and all, I just don't have a lot of storage space, so I don't shoot a whole lot of video ahead of time. So it kind of keeps me from doing too many videos at once. I need to get a backup drive at some point, but I just have not wanted to spend the money because what I'm doing it works. So it's kind of the minimalist thing, I just do what works and go that way. But it is it's kind of hurting me right now because I'd like to get some more videos up. But there's not a whole lot that I can shoot ahead of time, and so it's just tough the way I shoot. Is the volume low for you, Patsy? Sorry. I've never done one of these live streams, so I'm kind of working out that stuff. I'll do a little more research if I do another one. And notice I said if. This is fun and all, but they're difficult. I have thought about going to South Dakota for, reasons that most van lifers go to South Dakota, but so far, I don't know. So far, this is about as close as I can get it, but so far, South Dakota is a little too far away for me. I like to be closer to the ocean. I don't really talk about monthly expenses. I might do something for channel supporters if they ask me, but that's just not, even there, I don't know if I really do a monthly expense thing. My expenses are pretty low right now. Food is my biggest expense. Gas is my second biggest expense. But I've been not driving much. When I was in Mendocino, I was averaging about a mile a day for the 3 weeks I was there. That's perfect for me. I really keep the driving down to minimum, and that's just, it works much better for me because I have a little more money to spend on food, which is what I need to do instead of wasting money on gas. Yeah, I mean, that's why I like Mendocino so much. I was happy as a clam to be there. I did go, let's see, twice I went to Fort Bragg. I had to go to a health food store, and the health food store in Mendocino didn't have what I needed, unfortunately. It's kind of weird. So I went to Fort Bragg, and then I went back to Fort Bragg for groceries that I needed. There was just one thing I needed, and I had to go up there. But yeah, and gas while I was there. No, I don't want a dog. I have enough trouble keeping myself going. It's a little too much work for me. I would love to have a dog, but it's just not feasible in my lifestyle. Yeah, gas is much better priced in Oregon, I agree. I'm a little ways away from Oregon though still. It would take me a bit of gas to get there. Hey, thanks, Priscilla. I'd love to go to Mexico. Um, I'm not sure. I didn't just because I wasn't comfortable with the issues I had with the van. If I had a van that had parts that were a little bit more accessible, I wouldn't mind going down there. I just worry about getting parts to get the van fixed. Of course, you can find a mechanic that would be able to fix it, but parts I think are an issue with me. And as far as Canada, we were talking about that earlier. I'm technically self-employed now, and so it's difficult to get into Canada these days. Is food is food your biggest expense too, Tyler? Yeah, grocery outlet. There were a couple of grocery outlets that I really liked, and then some of them were not so great down in your area. Um, but yeah, I that it's just a great start, you know. I would usually I would usually be within walking distance of a Trader Joe's or a grocery outlet when I was down there, and uh, it just made it so much easier, you know, for buying food. I know Foresty Forest. I don't watch his channel too much, but yeah, he's got a great channel. Oh, I don't think the border's dangerous. If you live down near the border, it's a different story. If you're watching the news, you'll have a different story. And I spent some time down near the border, uh, well, a lot of time, and yeah, it's not. It doesn't. I'm not worried about being at the border. Oh, thanks, Ida. Car taxes. We get dings for um, vehicle licensing, which I paid mine last month. It was an expensive month, a really expensive month. Depending on the state that you have your car registered, your tags can be really expensive. Washington State, because they don't have state income tax, their tags are outrageously expensive up there. Not that I have Washington plates, but um, you think grocery outlet has better prices than Walmart? Wow, that's crazy. I didn't know that. I go into Walmart once in a while, but it's not a place I go into often. They just don't have food that I can usually eat in there, so it's kind of a waste of time for me to even go in there. Yeah, it is a fluffy animal. I miss Trader Joe's, I can tell you that much. There's not one anywhere near me. There's no Aldi's, there's no Trader Joe's. There's one Target not too far away, but that's about it. Not that I buy a lot of food at Target, but I get a few things there. I'm following the weather, Josh. So if it's going to be extreme weather somewhere, I will move to a different area. It's just as simple as that. Apparently, most of the United States is having a heat wave, and where I've been the last month and a half, we've gotten up to 70, maybe 74 degrees would be the highest. But it's usually been 60 to 65 degrees and usually 50 to 55 at night, which works for me. I may have missed something. Minivan Lee, I know, yeah, I know of the channel. I don't think I've watched her channel. I get a lot of channel recommended a lot of channels because I watch Blind Views. If you don't know Blind Views, he's one of my favorite channels. He does kind of a wrap up of a lot of, he calls us wheeled wonders, which I'm no wonder. I'm just a guy, but he kind of includes me in that too for some reason. Um, but really good channel, Blind Views, if you don't know of it. But I hear about a lot of different channels from him. It is a hedgehog. It's a hedgehog named Movo, if you can see that. I need to clip that off. It drives me crazy. I look younger. Since I cut all my hair off, I think I cut a few years of life off, which made me look younger. I'm Samson. Oh, Tyler, thank you so much. You didn't have to do that. That's all of you that already support me don't need to support me more. Thank you, though. I appreciate it. Yeah, see, somebody else likes Grocery Outlet. Loner, yeah. It's awesome. Loner's just, or, I mean, Grocery Outlet's just the best, best thing ever. Oh, Blind Views is a great guy. You know what I like about Blind Views is that he says, you know, you can have your opinion and I can have mine and we can still be friends. You know, and to me that's just the most awesome person, you know, because we need to have diversity. That's my thing. We need to have diversity. 15 miles per gallon. No, that would that would decimate me. I like traveling slowly, but I would not be able to do that. Yeah, we don't talk about that stuff there, Brathwaite. Yeah, I'm gonna try to do that, Josh. I've been slow about getting to that. You have grocery outlet where you are, Shimei? I thought they, huh? Okay, awesome. The first time somebody recommended grocery outlet to me, I went to one and it was awful, and then I didn't want to go back. But it was in kind of a rough area of Seattle at the time, and then I realized that they're all kind of different, and that's what I realized in San Diego. Usually once a month, I would go to one particular one out in the valley because it was always better than everything else. Oh, hey, thank you, Karen. That's so nice of you. Do I have a hurt arm? Does it look, you know, I'm sitting weird because of, I have my iPad set up so I can read the chat. My eyes are so bad. And so I'm kind of sitting on the side of my bed. And I'm like my left foot keeps going, falling asleep. It's not ideal. This was the place that had the best uh, cell service. So here I am, just sitting out here. Did I thank you, Karen? I think I did. Thank you. I appreciate that. And Becky, thank you so much. Yeah, I like an AeroPress too. It took me a long time to come around to an AeroPress, but yeah. Let me see if I can. That's the great thing about California, don't you think, Tyler? Is that it's just the land of diversity. Oh, okay. I just knew you were in on the East Coast, which I just didn't think they were out on the East Coast. Okay. It's also that you got them out there. I'm just glad I tried them again after the after the first go round with me. And it was it was a really bad neighborhood, and I was even worried about leaving my van parked in the parking lot. That's it's just not a good neighborhood. So that was part of my whole trepidation with or and dislike of my first experience with grocery outlet. But now it's my favorite place. I just like when I'm looking for places to travel, I'm looking for grocery outlet and Trader Joe's. And if there's one there, that's where I head to. That was why I went to Truckee. It was a grocery outlet, and I figured, well, I don't know anything about Truckee, but there's a grocery outlet there. Truckee was an awesome place, and I that was a huge mistake for me to leave there as soon as I did. I should have stayed there for a lot longer. I don't listen to too much music these days, but maybe Lord Huron. Yeah, Philly would be too far of a drive. Oh, hey, ESP, how are you? Nice to see you. Yeah, Austin has changed lately, I've heard. You've just heard started you just started listening to Lord Huron? I'm not so sure about their newer stuff. I just don't listen to much anymore. But I have a playlist from years ago that I'll listen to. Well, it comes on automatically when I plug my phone into my van when I start to drive. That's a good song, yeah. Oh, huh. I don't even know what a radio station is anymore. I don't even turn my radio on these days. Hey Robert, how's it going? Yeah, I keep saying I've been saying that I'm not going to do a live stream, and then I had a change of heart about this 2 days ago, and I thought maybe I'll try one and just see how it goes. So took a day off of vlogging and editing, and instead I'm doing a live stream today. So there we go. I regularly stay in places for a long time. That is my name. I'm static for as long as I can. But I always move during the day. I don't just stay in a spot all day long. I mean, technically you're allowed to, in North America, you're allowed to stay for 72 hours in one spot. I just don't like to do that. I'll go back to that spot at night, the same spot that I parked at night, but I'll just go somewhere during the day. If I can find a place that I can park for 72 hours, I might, but I usually park in the street. So diesel therapies in the house. Wouldn't that require a toll for you though to get to a grocery outlet? It would. That would add to the expense in going to a grocery outlet. Plus, you have the best Trader Joe's on the face of the earth out in your, well, not too far away from where you are. Garlic and ginger. I never heard of them. These days, Josh, people seem to like vlogs, and they seem to like the longer the better. And it's not, I think generally a lot of people don't like a longer vlog, but it seems like that just lately they have been getting more in their views. They just do better for me. So I've been focusing on longer vlogs. It's a lot of work for me. They generally take me 2 to 3 days. So while I'm taking the day off of doing one, today, even though I said Saturdays would be a vlog day and then I'm not doing one today. Hmm. I think Austin's always been diverse, right? Or is that what you're saying? I think I've driven through Austin. Don't I just don't know much about it. It's been so long. If I could, I, I don't think I'm going to remember to smile. I'm having trouble keeping up with the chat here. My brain moves pretty slowly, and the chat is definitely moving about 3 times the speed my brain does. That's true. I would love to get to the East Coast. Right now, I'm focusing on all the places that I've been wanting to see on the West Coast here. And I'm still not getting to see very many of them, but I travel slowly, so that's the way I like to travel. So we'll at some point I'd like to get to the East Coast. I have lots of friends in Florida, so that's kind of high on my list. Although I know it's not everybody's favorite place, but eventually I'll get out there. Patsy, I've heard that well, I mean, actually, Brian Adventure Van Man, he has a bunch of videos. If you go back in his channel and look, him and his friend, oh, what is her name? Now I've forgotten her name, but they traveled all over Florida and they found it to be fairly easy. And he gave some tips on how to do that. I can always ask him personally too, but yeah, I mean, it didn't seem too difficult. Water filters go west. Yeah, I can't go too far west. Water filters, I have not been able to order them. There are no there are no Amazon lockers anywhere here. Oh, Leona, thank you so much. That's so nice of you. Uh, there are no water or there there are no Amazon lockers anywhere in Bolt County. So I have not ordered them. And I have a different way of getting stuff, but I it would cost me $5 extra, and I don't want to spend the $5. Huh. Yeah, I'm not charging my phone at all right now. In fact, I have a microphone plugged into it, and it's probably draining the battery quite quickly. I do think you're joking though, right? Hey, hello from Finland. Hey, Calamity. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, they don't send notifications out for small channels. That's just a YouTube thing. And I made sure not to tell anybody I was doing a live stream today because I was hoping there wouldn't be too many people in here. But now there's over 100, and I'm having trouble keeping up. Hey, no, that I'm happy that you like the longer videos, and I'm happy to make them. It's just a lot more work. They so if it's a 40-minute video, they normally take me a minimum of 2 days to finish. And it's funny because people tell me, "Oh, you should do more videos. Put a video up every day." And it's like I can't. There's no way I can do that. I did a little experiment last year where I was doing a video a day, and it was 16, 20 hours of just thinking about YouTube videos. It was tough. Um, I ended that quite quickly. I told myself I was going to do a week of it, and I think I did a week and a half. And at the end of that week and a half, I almost didn't want to do a YouTube video ever again. Yeah, that's true, ESP. right? I mean, it's RV, it's RV land out there. I make friends all the time, everywhere I go, especially up here in the Pacific Northwest. It seems to be easy to make friends. Yeah, I definitely don't like humidity either, and so that's why I don't want to travel to places just willy nilly. I'm spending my time in places that have nice weather, and the weather is fantastic here. As you can see, I still have my jacket on, my light jacket, but hmm. Hey, Puerto Rico, thanks for stopping in. Another place I'd like to go. I did start a TikTok account, Shimei. I don't really care for TikTok, but I do put up a little something there. I usually just repurpose the shorts videos that I put up on YouTube onto TikTok. Is kind of what I do. Although once in a while I'll put something slightly different, but I'm just not crazy about TikTok. It uses a lot of data. That was why I used what was it, 3 terabytes of data 2 months ago. Was just I was on TikTok quite a bit and everything else that I'm doing. But yeah, I have the TikTok. I got it just so that nobody would take my name and try to pretend to be me. And then, no, I use it a little bit. Not very often though. YouTube's my main focus because YouTube pays me where TikTok does not. I don't know the pay thing about live. I think it's nothing, but people have been incredibly generous here today, so I wasn't really worried about uh, money today. I just wanted to do a video because I said I was going to do a video every Saturday. I do have unlimited data with Visible. It's just the cell service is terrible in all of Humboldt. Actually, somebody in Humboldt here in Humboldt said that it's terrible for them in regular sticks and bricks, not just traveling through. Oh, thank you, FTE. That's so cool of you. Thank you so much. Car life is definitely possible. I have a lot of friends that live in cars. Um, Editing is the most challenging thing for me. Um, there's been some little issues with that. It's been easier lately. I've got a better microphone lately. I started to use a decent piece of software to edit instead of just iMovie. I used iMovie for years, and that really limited me and made it just made the editing so slow. It would just take me forever to get a video out using iMovie. But now that I have a proper piece of software, LumaFusion, and runs on my iPad just fine. That's helped a little bit, but I'm still learning editing. It's one of the things I do. I watch a lot of YouTube and I watch a lot of instructional videos on just how to use the editing software a little bit better. Oh, you're too kind, Josh. Yeah, I'm not. I'm just not into satellite at the moment. It's just too much for me to. It's too much space for me to carry. The cost is too much. I'd have to probably need more battery power and more solar power. Well, I would need more battery power and more solar power. It's just too much. And my thought about that is if I need more, I think we may have cut out a little there for a second. I think we're still going. Yeah, I would just, I don't want satellite internet. If I need more internet, uh, then that means I'm on my phone too much, and I need to just put my phone in my pocket and go for a walk. Oh, 2 hours. Yeah. Okay. My phone seemed like it cut out for a bit. Arkansas. Wow. Okay. Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, maybe someday Starlink would be great, but I know Chrome's loving his Starlink, and I've been talking to a lot of other people. Manny Van Halen was in here earlier. Maybe he's still in here, but he mentioned he's got Starlink. Um, yeah, I mean, lots of people have Starlink, and yeah, it's just too much for me. And I'm not even talking about the cost of it. I'm just saying like the size of it and charging it and all of that. It's just too much for me. Oh, hey Tina, how you doing? Nice to see you. I think I am. I think I am hitting the wall here. This has been over 2 hours, and I didn't think I'd last this long. Yeah, yeah. Just put up a satellite dish, right? Hey, FTE. Thanks for stopping in, and thanks for that super chat. I really appreciate it. Just trying to report some of the bad stuff here again. Sorry about that. Um, yeah. Thanks for that super chat, FTE. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Hello from South Carolina. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's probably the sign that it's telling me it's now time to go. Now that the bots are catching up again. Um, I will if I do another live, I will figure that out to try to maybe keep those from popping up. Um, yeah, I think I should probably call it quits. I feel bad because people are just logging on and giving me super chats. Oh, and there's another one. Somebody gives me super chat, and then I don't want to leave. Uh, Michael, thank you so much, Michael. I appreciate that. And I'm just saying that I'm kind of hitting the wall. My my brain is having trouble with the reading and everything, keeping up. You got spammed. I might I might try to figure out how to make you a moderator next time, Shimei. I'll look into that so I can at least have somebody as a moderator, at least somebody that I know and trust. There is a lot of love in the chats. I really appreciate everybody and everything you've doing for me just on a daily basis. But today's kind of overwhelming. Everybody's been incredible, and I wish I could do more. I'm trying to do more videos. I'm trying to get more videos up. It's service has been tough, and everything else has just been tough. So I I will try to. I'm hoping to find a place that I can settle for a little while and be static for a little while and have everything. Have and have is that a bot? Is that a badge of honor having the bots show up? I don't think so. Um, yeah, I'm hoping to find a place that I have cheap groceries and that I can just be static, and cheaper gas would be nice. I don't think I'm going to find that anywhere in California, um, but yeah, and have better service, and then I can upload a little bit more and have less things to worry about because I've been stressing too much lately. But the nice thing about being in Humboldt is if I'm stressing a little bit too much, I just put my phone away and I go take a walk out someplace, and this place is just so incredibly calming if you can just get out and go take a walk. And so that's what I'll be doing. Actually, I'll probably take a nap first and then I'll go walk. Or I should go take a nap on the beach. That would be the best. That'd be the best thing, right? I think I've actually overextended myself already, to be honest. Uh, but oh, hey, Lauren, nice to see you. Well, you didn't miss much. Yeah, I'm just chatting. I'm just chatting. But I hope you're doing well out there, and everybody's doing well out there. And I know you're staying cool, so you're jumping in the pool, right? Which is nice. I actually got in the ocean, Lauren, yesterday. Can you believe it? Okay, nice to see you, Denise. And thank you for everybody for stopping in. Um, oh, coffee traveling. Thank you. Thank you so much. Man, that's wow. That's so nice of you. Oh, Marco, I do deserve a break. Thank you, Marco. I do need a break. I don't know if I deserve one, but I need a break. But thank you so much, everyone. Yeah, yeah, it will never end, will it? I think I sort of agree with you, Shimei. I don't follow too many people because it seems like there's a lot that gets me riled up. Huh, I've never heard of them. I'll have to go back and look for them. Well, thank you so much, everybody. And I hate to log out now after these super chats. Um, thank you so much, and I am going to call it quits here because I don't think I can keep up too much more. So thank you, everybody, and all the super chats have been awesome. But thanks just for everybody stopping in and chatting. And I apologize if I didn't get to too many or missed too many, if I missed too many. Oh, thank you, Diesel Therapy. You didn't have to do that. Uh, yeah, it, this is overwhelming, but thanks so much, everybody. And if I do another live, I will give you some little update and maybe we'll tell you when I'll do it so everybody can pop in if they want to. Anyway, thanks so much. I will call it quits and hopefully everybody's doing well and I will see you all soon with a regular vlog.